Kia ora koutou. Thanks for coming along tonight. Tonight now, we're into the evening. So I'm very impressed that you're all actually here instead of going and having a drink, so good on you. My name's Pearson, and today we're going to talk about law, and we're going to talk about when to see a lawyer and when you can hopefully do some stuff yourself and maybe save a bit of money without getting into a whole lot of trouble. This is my third talk at NZGDC, so if you're watching this in the future, I've got two other talks that you can look at too. In 2021, I talked about the key steps and kind of what to do, and in 2022, I talked about the what happens when it goes wrong and what some of the problems look like. So this year we're focusing very much on the when, and I hope you will walk away with a good kind of handle of when to approach a lawyer, when's too early and when's too late. A little bit about me. This is my wife and two kids, my two boys. They are pretty awesome, pretty fun, and I'm missing them a fair amount, but I get to see them again soon, so that's nice. We are all in Dunedin, both from Dunedin, and kind of love being there, especially being able to do gaming and law at the same time is quite nice. Aside from running around after these two, I'm the chair of Startup Dunedin, which is a non-for-profit that helps startups grow, helps people start their business or innovate, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of that, so I do a lot of work with startups through that as well. But the main reason I'm here, apart from liking games and playing games when I find the time, I'm a lawyer. I'm a commercial and technology lawyer at Galloway Cook Allen, which is a firm in Dunedin. We've got about 70 people or thereabouts, and we do a whole range of things, but one of the things we do really well is gaming law, and startups specifically, and early stage indie developers. So today I'm kind of trying to take a lot of that knowledge and experience and hopefully make it nice and easy to understand and follow. I'm going to start with a disclaimer, because lawyers love disclaimers, of course. Take all of this with a grain of salt. I'm trying to make this clear and simple, so it's not going to apply in every situation. It may vary depending on what exactly you're doing. I'm kind of assuming that you are making a game that you're going to commercial release through Steam or Epic or wherever. If you're doing something else, if you're starting a business that consults to the gaming industry, if you're making experiences inside another game, some of this will apply in different ways, so keep that in mind. And if you're unsure, do go talk to a lawyer, whether that's me or someone else. Better off making sure than basing your entire business on a 50-minute talk late on a Friday. Probably not the best idea. There's a few things we won't cover. Well, there's a lot we won't cover. We're just going to focus on the core things. So trademarks, privacy, gambling, loot boxes, some of the international laws. We're not going to look at in any great detail. But as you get bigger, and if you're kind of at that medium studio stage, there's a whole lot more laws that apply and a whole lot of other things you need to think about. But we'll put them to one side for now. Also, I'm not an accountant. I don't know much about tax, so I'm going to leave that to one side, but it does often mesh in with this, and sometimes you need to talk to a good lawyer and then also realize you need to talk to a good accountant at the same time and make sure they talk to each other and actually work together and come out with the right outcome. So, disclaimer out of the way, we can get underway. We're going to look today at the concept of there's a first time for everything. So your first concept or idea, forming a company, hiring some people to work with you or for you, signing contracts, that's always a fun one, my favourite, getting funding or investment, and then doing your tests and hopefully getting to launch and actually shipping the game. So at any of these points, you might end up needing to talk to a lawyer, or you might be able to do some of this yourself. So, first concept, you've got an idea, you've got maybe a bit of a prototype, you probably don't need to see a lawyer. This is the good news. It's all downhill from here. If you're doing a normal game, and most games kind of fall into this category, there's not a lot that a lawyer adds of value at this stage. I don't mind hearing about games, but it's probably not the most efficient use of everyone's time. If you're doing something a bit weird, if you were doing aggressively targeting children with loot boxes in the UK, A, don't do that.